Our final reader tonight is Tawni Waters, much beloved, and also going to be joining the faculty next year. So we finally convinced her. All right. Tawni Waters' debut novel, Beauty of the Broken, was released by Simon & Schuster in 2014. In addition to winning the prestigious International Literacy Association Award for Young Adult Literature, it won the Housatonic Book Award, was named an Exceptional Book of 2015 by the Children's Book Council, was shortlisted for the reading of the West Book Award, and was included on the Kansas State Reading Circle list. Her second novel, The Long Ride Home, was released by Sourcebooks Fire in September 2017 to glowing reviews. She is the author of two poetry collections, Siren Song, Burlesque Press, and the recently released So Speak the Stars. Tawni's work was recognized in the Best Travel Writing 2010, The Soul of a Great Traveler, and Monday Nights, and has been published in myriad journals and magazines. She has an MFA in creative writing from the University of New Orleans and teaches creative writing at various universities and writers' retreats throughout the U.S., Europe, and Mexico. Please welcome Tawni Waters.
And I wrote part of this book here because I was living in this castle when I was the writer in residence. And I'd sleep up there, and there would be nobody else in here. And I tell you, this place is haunted. And there were boys outside my window, and they would get really drunk out there and scream and dance. And I would lay there, like, asking the Mary out there, like, the big questions. And so I wrote this poem about Rosemont. It's called 1400 Montgomery Avenue. And it's one of the ones my daughter illustrated. I used to be a kindergarten teacher, so I'll read it to you like I am a kindergarten teacher still. I don't know, can you see this? It's a beautiful tree here, but this is the miracle tree in which I have built my nest for now. I sleep here, absorbing stars, drinking moonlight. My thighs talk in tongues. My toes telegraph messages to the universe, who answers back in the language of crickets and punk rock boys. They listen to rap outside my window, smoking cigarettes and saying, "Come here, honey. Can't you see? You don't want to miss this. Our orange hair is on fire." And I wrote this poem as an answer to a song I wrote when I was a very young woman, having an affair with a married man, or about to have an affair with a married man. And this is the old lady answer to the young lady, but I'll sing you the young lady song first. You must be the devil in disguise, pulling the wool over my eyes, making me do things I never ever do, making me feel like I'm in love with you. You must be the devil in disguise, with your dark black hair and jet black eyes, smiling sweetly while you're tearing out my heart, telling me you love me while you're ripping me apart. I'm under your spell, boy, I'm under your spell, but if I give in, you'll take me to hell and back. Oh baby, I want you, you know that I do, but what's gonna happen if I give in to you? And the answer is called, thank you. I'm nervous to sing in front of people, but I'm making myself do it anyway. So the answer is called Scrapping the Centerfold. And take my advice, young ladies, don't do it. Honey, what did you think would happen? You have learned the hard way the cost of being a man's dirty little secret, what it means to be the flesh and bone equivalent of the stack of Playboys under his high school bed. He pulls you to him when the moon is full, inspects your intricacies with his flashlight, lets you lick his trembling fingers, see a side of him no one else knows. But when the sun comes up, into the box you go. It's dark, a layer of dust covers you, coats your nose, your tongue, your throat, the pink insides of your lungs. You cough black ooze when you come. Is it cancer? No one cares, least of all him. Girl, stop me if you've heard this one. When his mom finds you and goes batshit, he cries for a time, but he doesn't stand in her way. You end up in the alley dumpster beside last week's chicken salad and Sunday paper. Next morning, he and his sweetie ride by on their bikes. Your negligee-laced pages, now stained with coffee, flutter in the breeze. He's already forgotten your fading nipples, the way that dog-eared edge made your one eye seem off. Sister, pipe down and take it like a woman. That warmth you felt at the Circle K the day he shoved you under his jacket meant nothing. You were already trash in the making. Kid, don't say I didn't warn you. When the garbage truck rumbles up the street, he won't even glance your way. And this is one more Rosemont-inspired poem. I love the Stone Mary out there. And I'm not Catholic. Everyone thinks I am because I'm obsessed with Mary, but I'm really not Catholic. I'm just obsessed with goddess figures in general, and Mary is the one that seems to appear the most, probably because we're in America and we are Christian here. So I spent a lot of time looking up at her and having conversations with her while I was living in this castle. And so this is called Outside the Chapel of Immaculate Conception. Above the church, a stone Mary stands guard, her marble flesh spit-shined by rain and moon. Jewel-backed beetles skitter over stone walls. Sane seekers have long since slinked home, breath wine red, tainted with wafers, blood washed white, absolved of sin. I breathe out. She breathes in. Granite eyes peer beneath my skin. Blighted by 1,000 visible birthmarks, I wear a map to heaven on my back. At night, constellations swirl to life between my shoulder blades. Having been evicted from my forehead, my third eye sits squarely at the nape of my neck. A lesion, a tumor, a curse. But it is not that. My sight is a flower I can never wear in my hair. She understands, having watched weeping as 1,000 witches screamed, the blossoms of their burning flesh blooming orange, staining sky with soot. The Stone Mary has a heart. At night she stands wailing, throttled by starlight, weaving garlands of honeysuckle between cold, gray fingers. Snowflakes graze her cheeks like moth wings. Melting, they seep into her grooves, turn to ice, make her crack. This is about my son. It's called Labor Pains. I hid you in my womb, and it was not enough, not close enough, not safe enough. When you love something best, you bury it in your flesh, right in the middle where no one can find it. But I couldn't keep you there. And when you left my body, your hair was the color of house finches' eggs, speckled blonde. I didn't love you exactly because love is trite and small and fits handily on a Hallmark card. What I felt for you was an atomic bomb. It exploded me. Shockwaves ripple even now, 23 years later. And last year, when you called to tell of metal meeting motorcycle, painted a picture of you curled in a fetal position, just the way you slept inside of me. Only this time you were on a sidewalk watching that man who T-boned you bleed out. I wanted to take you and bury you in me again, in the safest place where nothing could ever touch you. But all I could do was listen to you wail. No news flash, no crime, no genocide, no war had ever managed to make me hate this world. But when life broke you, the mother beast in me wanted to make a mess of this planet, rip it from limb to limb, strew sinew and skin over distant moons, bellowing. I drove to you and touched your face, that same face that blinked up at me after my traitorous womb evicted you without permission. You just came, and there you were, breathing, being miraculous, and something bigger than love exploded. Your fingers were so small, and the world was so big. I knew the meaning of fear. This is called Underwater Unugly, or Why They Call My Voice a Siren Song. Stupid sailor, take off your boots and sink into the sea of me. You think I am pretty, the way that girl you raped was pretty. The one you left weeping on the floor before you whispered whore and pulled up your khaki pants. I heard her cry. I am her vengeance. You were wrong about me. You see, I am pretty the way jellyfish are pretty. Effervescent, translucent, all the colors a girl should be. Purple and the shocking kind of pink you only saw that one time you chewed 6 pieces of gum and blew your bubble bigger than the sun. I am extraterrestrial, able to exist without air. I wear my hair with strands of moon glow. Watch me long enough, and you will know secrets heretofore only seen by garden eels and a near-extinct species of starfish. Make a wish on my undulating belly, dance while I hypnotize you. The rumors you've heard about me are true. My trance will make drowning feel like baptism. The difference between me and that green snake you see wrapped around the apple tree in those ecstatic paintings of Eden is invulnerability to your kind comes easily to me. I won't hiss before I kiss you. I don't even have to strike to sting.